Now I'm looking at this first cut I took, and I'm not as happy with it. You can see on the end I should have followed my line a little better. I did better over on this one. And so now they're probably not quite symmetrical, although it looks like the ink print when I printed it over, maybe when I cut it the first time, I was off the first time, and actually they're closer now. But when we shade it later with the lines, we might be able to make one larger or smaller a little bit to adjust them so they're symmetrical. If I can't cut a little bit more here, should we pick on? I'm going to move my vise over and recut this top part. Now parts of this is going to be in gold, but for right now we cut it like it wasn't going to be a gold, because at this point it doesn't matter, just to go ahead and we just cut it traditionally, and then come back, and whatever areas that we're going to have in gold we'll cut away. Actually, we'll cut up to the lines, but we won't go down into them. We'll just be taking away I guess the positive space in this case, and leaving the negative line. We'll see that later. I guess another thing is, while I'm engraving here, you might notice I'm tilting my engraver from side to side, and I'll do that. Let's do this leaf here, and right here I'll widen it a little bit. And you can see it, I laid it over a little bit and I get a broader cut. Also, you might notice I've got a little bit wider, my square graver isn't quite square, I've widened it a little bit so I can get a broader cut by laying it over than I would have if it was just a straight 90. I just felt something going through that cut. There's evidently Steve Johnson's there's a pin in there somewhere. You can see I got a little wiggle there. I felt it take off just a little bit. We can go back over and cut and straighten that out. When you go across a pin that's been peened, it's harder than the material around it. I don't know if I was cutting out of it or into it, but it was different. We'll do it again right here. Let's see. We need to almost move the vise a little and get set up for some of these long spiral cuts. So I want to be able to, let's pick on this line here, which goes it's the long outside one. And I want to start it from where it ends here, which looks like about there. there you saw that chip break off. I went through that pin. I don't know if I went out of it or into it. And it broke again. That chip broke again, so I'm not for sure where that pin's at, but it'd be nice to know exactly where it is.